Morning, everybody. Rusty from the Rusty Razor. Got another shave of the day, and today we're doing Crowne and Crane's Fig and Evergreen. Yep, smells like evergreen. With just, well, if you ever had a fresh fig, I don't know how many of you had a fresh fig off the fig tree, but it's kind of, a lot of times it's, I don't know how to describe it. It's more kind of like a honey flavor. Yeah, nectar slash. So it's something kind of sweet across the top. And then you get that evergreen that's just popping up. And when you lather this up, yeah, it's mostly evergreen. That's all I'm getting off of this. So, yep. I'm not sure if it'd be one that I'm going to pick up a tub ever, you know, but it's nice. One thing about Crowne and Crane, that is a nice, thick sample. This will last me a long time. So, don't necessarily have to get a tub of it. So, there. All right, so today we're using the Rockwell 6S or C, well, whatever. I think it's C, and setting 4. Yeah, I just like broke out the other plate, so I'm trying setting 4. So there you go, Sig. And then we got the Statum blades, 4th use. So we'll see how that works out. So yeah, and then we're gonna be following up with some Stetson. So I want something a little different. One of these days, I'm going to find a. Imagine Sterling has a kind of a evergreen scented somewhere in their lineup of a aftershave splash. So I'll eventually get around to that. But right now, it's Stetson. All right. Oh, how's your day going? Well, a lot more growth on the neck today. All right, so yeah, my day started off with Mr. Fix It. Yeah, Mr. Fix It. Come in, get up this morning, and I come in and look, and he's like, "Oh, my wife left the cabin here because I got the phone attached to with the air stick here. It's on the mirror. If you watched my tour video about a month, I guess it's probably 3 months ago, but the area here with all the new stuff and showing off all my goodies. You know that I use an air stick, put it on the mirror here, which is a door, you know, so it moves it back and forth, but it stays shut all the time. Well, this morning I get up and I was like, oh, she left the door. It was like hanging out over here, like, what? I'm like, what the heck is going on? So I gotta do some investigative looky, and I come to find out why it was doing that. Because there's these two like peg things that hold the door shut, tension like things, and they're broke off, which tells me somebody opened up the door and went, just moved it way over there really hard and broke them. So I'm like, son of a sea biscuit. Can't do a video unless I fix that bloody thing. So, I know, it's like I had to do this to the kitchen cabinets. You know, they're 40 something. So the house was built in 78, I think it was. So they're 44-year-old cabinets. Now they're 44, but a couple of years ago, they kept doing the same thing. They went shut. You bang into them all the time. So I got the little latch things that are magnets. So you put the little, it's got a magnet and a plate, and it goes tink, and it holds them shut really nice. So yeah, that's what I ended up doing this morning. It's like, I know I had one, so I went digging around. It took me half an hour or so. Found the the latch, and get all the gear out. Screwdrivers, drill, line everything up to get it to where I want it to be, and then drilled holes and screwed everything in, make sure I got it to where I wanted. And one nice thing about these things is that they got a long hole that's like that, so you can do some adjusting. And so I got them adjusted to where it will stay shut. So there you go. That was my morning so far. Like normally on I'd be kicking back early and doing my video and then going downstairs and getting to work. Well, I'm working upstairs today on stuff that shouldn't have to work on. I thought this hardware in this thing would have lasted more than, well, let's see, I remodeled the bathroom here 2014. I tore it down to the studs and redid everything except for the damn door. I still got to do that, but I wasn't planning on replacing the door until and the sill and everything until the frame worked, because I'm planning on remodeling the whole house inside. Tear the carpets out, put wood floors in, and the laminate style, link it together and put it in. I want all wood floors in the house, so I'll put new molding doors in, because everything in the house is this dingy brown crap. Which, you know, when we moved in here, it'll be 20 years next year. No, 30 years. Wow. Do the math. Yeah, 30 years. Wasn't planning on staying here that long, and this was just a starter home because, you know, we were having our first kid, and it's like, oh, we'll have a small house to raise the kids, you know, moving from apartments to our first house. And we were planning on living here for about 5-6 years before build up some equity and then move on to the next place. And then my second child, my daughter, who's now 25, was born, and like next thing you know, deployments and all kinds of crap happened, and just never got the job done. It's like all the kids are out except for my son. He left and came back. Now we're trying to like getting back out again. Like, man, the house will probably be his someday, but I don't know how many of you have kids, but you know, it's like eventually, if they leave you, don't like really. It's like don't come back. You know, you can visit, but a year ago he moved back in the house and brought a entire apartment worth of stuff, and it was like my living room was stacked to the ceiling. I was like, no. Eventually we did the rework of the rooms, so got my daughter. My wife had turned my daughter's bedroom into her office. This is back in 2020, and we had COVID and everything. She was working from home because she was a teacher and doing classes and stuff. I had to wire her room with internet, so drilling holes and stuff and putting holes in the wall and getting all that squared away, and got that taken care of. I can tell the setting 4 isn't too bad. But then we flip-flop rooms. So now he had a larger room, and we said, get all your crap that's in the living room and get it out. It's like, I don't care if it's stacked to the ceiling in there. I want it out of my living room. But I'm not. And it took him a month to do it, which should have taken a day. Just put it bluntly, my son and my wife, organization, zero skill. My daughter, on the other hand, she's like me. She is high speed, low drag, highly organized, motivated. Wife and son, no, not so much. And my wife said, well, just let him do it at his pace. My foot is about ready to be engaged mode. And it's like, well, you can't push him like that. Well, then he shouldn't be living here. Oh, like it. You know, you just have to relax. He'll get it done sometime. Like, sometime was 6 months ago. Okay, that's how my patience is at the end. So now he got everything out. Sad thing is that now what's in the living room is 2 motorcycle tires in the boxes. That's on me. I gotta get those and put them probably down in the shed. Get them out of the living room. So, yeah. It's like, you don't have to remind me every 6 months to do the job. So, now it's my fault. All right. It's on me. But that's just 2 small boxes, with tires. And I'd take them out, the tires out, but then the house would smell like rubber. Back in the day when I used to work for the power sport industry, I'd come home from work smelling like tires, and my wife said, shower, now, you smell. I'm like, okay, I smell like victory. But, yeah. That was a fun job, though. Every day where you could play with bikes and ATVs and jet skis. And one of the fun things was that you get a new jet ski, you sell it to somebody, and it's like, well, I'm not sure how this thing works. I remember one time this female customer bought herself a jet ski. And she was like, I'm not really sure how to operate it. Could you show me how to operate it? And I was like, I suppose. Yeah. So I show up. We're at the one lake that they have here. And she says, okay, how did it? And here she is. She's in a string bikini. She's like, okay, my job just got better. I don't mind. I'm on the clock and I'm doing the job. So, yeah, it was fun. She was a divorcee. I think she was trolling for new man. That's what that was about. Oh, man. I'm like, being married to one woman is hard enough. I can't imagine these guys that have affairs. Good God. Oh. Yeah, it's like one of those things where any bike that was used, I could take it out anytime I wanted to. A lot of times I was like, drive a bike home and for the day and overnight, play with it overnight, after work, and then bring it back and then get a different one for the next day or over the weekend. And the manager's like, you take a lot of those bikes out. And I was like, yeah. And it's like, it was like when I first started working here, the back room was just full of used bikes. And no one ever went back there. And after almost 2 years, or actually about a year, of me working there. They're almost all gone, except for ones that came in and trade. And so, how do you do this? Like, I know the bikes. It's like I rode them myself. I can tell you, I just like customer ask. I can give personal information about how the bike rides and what it does. And let me tell you, people appreciate it. Get them all excited and they walk out the door with them. And the nice thing is, you sell a new bike, I made $100. I sell a used bike, I can make $500 to $1,000, depending on how much of the markup was. Yeah. Which one do you think I was trying to sell? Yeah. And there's so many people out there, it's like they'll ask, well, it's got 10,000 miles. Is it worn out? A motorcycle will go 100,000. It's just like a car. And you tell them that. It's like, you can put 100,000 miles on a bike. And yeah, you got to put new tires on it, do maintenance and everything like everything else. But yeah. Yeah, during that time I was racing ATVs too. Doing Harris Scramble racing. A lot of ATVs too. Guys that come in and they knew me from the series. They'd come in and say, hey, I need a quad. Well, you looking for a sport quad? Yeah, right. All right, you want Kawasaki or what Suzuki? Which one do you want? And a lot of time I saw a lot of Suzukis. People wanted those things. Yeah. So, how did we get on the subject? Tires. Yeah. That's one thing about this soap. It dries out fairly fast. This one, this must be the vegan one. I double check. I think it might be. I do have a few of the Crowne and Crane's vegans in the lineup from samples just to see how they work. It soaked up a lot of water when I was making the lather. I'd like kept adding to it just to get it to get to the consistency I wanted. It was thirsty. All right. Get everything. Until the setting 4 plate, well, it is just a tad bit more aggressive, which stands to reason, but right across my squares right here, I can feel it catching the tops of them. Yeah, definitely tell that setting 4 is a little more aggressive. I can feel just a tad bit more tingling across the face just because of the more epidermis being peeled off. All right, Stetson cooling agent. It is kind of a nice little complimentary scent. I could like right through here, like right there. Whew. A little tingling. And this is an alcohol base. And when you can tell when this is tingling, it's like when I would have used something alcohol, it would like, whoa! Yeah, definitely. Okay. That's the shave of the day, everybody. Well, Crowne Crane's Fig and Evergreen. Or is it Wild Fig? Yeah, Wild Fig, Evergreen. Wild thing. Smells good. It's like, I'm not sure if I'll get a tub of it, but it does have a nice scent to it. It's like when you lather it up, you definitely smell Evergreen. That's what's popping in right there. And then we had the Rockwell razor setting 4 with 4th use Statum blades. I think it's, I keep forgetting, is this the C or the S? I think it's the S. So there we go. So that is the shave of the day, everybody. It's like the only time I'll know what that is when I go back and look at previous episodes. So like, oh yeah, that's what I can put in. All right, so that's the shave of the day, everybody. Hit the like button. If you've been to this so far, man, we're getting almost to 300. There we go. Getting close to 300 subs. Getting closer and closer. Maybe there'll be a giveaway. Don't know. Maybe. We'll just see. All right, so hope you guys like it. Like and subscribe, share it with your friends, and we'll see you the next one. Rusty out.